Isang mapagpala at malusog na araw sa inyong lahat. Today, we are united as one for this momentous and anticipated gathering of DepEd School Health Personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, let us witness the grandest opening parade of colors of School Health Personnel across all regions with our Dinagyang production dancers.
Let's start with the Office of the Assistant Secretary for Operations, Bureau of Learner Support Services Office of the Director, and BLSS School Health Division of the Department of Education, Central Office. Let's welcome once again the Office of the Assistant Secretary for Operations, Bureau of Learner Support Services Office of the Director, and BLSS School Health Division of the Department of Education, Central Office. Let us welcome once again the BLSS School Health Division of the Department of Education, Central Office.
Everyone is dashing and sparkling with their Filipiniana outfits. Thank you to our School Health Division personnel and DepEd officials from the Central Office. Let us put the spotlight to our school health personnel delegates from the 18 DepEd regions of the Philippines.
Starting with our host region, the home of the champions, Region 6, Western Visayas, with the SDO Technical Working Group, Schools Division Superintendents, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, headed by Regional Director Dr. Cristito A. Eco. Joining them is Honorable Rudolph Jeffrey Ganzon, Councilor, Iloilo City, and Chairman of Education and Chairman, Committee on Health.
And now making their way is Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. And here comes Region 12, Soc Sergeant. Let us make way for Region 10, Northern Mindanao.
Ladies and gentlemen, spotlight on to Region 2, Cagayan Valley.
Let us put our hands together for Region 3, Central Luzon.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to meet our delegates from Region 1, Ilocos Region.
let's welcome the delegation from Cordillera Administrative Region.
We also have the delegation of Region 7, Central Visayas.
Let's give it up for Region 8, Eastern Visayas.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Negros Island region.
Here comes the delegation of the National Capital Region.
Let's cheer for the delegation from Caraga Administrative Region.
Make way for Region 11, Davao Region.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to meet Region 9, Zamboanga Peninsula.
put your hands together for Mimaropa region.
This time, join me in welcoming Calabarzon region.
And finally, let's give way to Region 5, Bicol Region.
And at this point, we are requesting the members of our central office for a quick photo opportunity to be joined by our Assistant Secretary for Operations, ASEC Georgina Anyang, and Director 4 of the Bureau of Learner Support Services, Director Miguel Angelo S. Mantaring. Thank you very much.
Check.
Please welcome your hosts, Jules Montenegro and Mariel Pere of SDO Iloilo.
Muli, isang magandang araw sa ating lahat. Tunay na ang pagtitipon na ito ay isang historic moment as we gather our DepEd School Health Personnel mula sa iba't ibang rehiyon sa Pilipinas.
Tama ka dyan. Talagang ito ay inaabangan at pinakamalaking pagtitipon ng mga school health personnel ng kagawaran ng edukasyon ngayong taon. Sila na laging handa na magbigay ng kani-kanilang serbisyo at dedikasyon to cater the health and nutritional needs of our dear learners. At yan ay magaganap dito sa City of Love and home of the Dinagyang Festival, Iloilo City.
Kaya sit back and relax dahil this gathering is not only a gathering but also an enriching event due to the different series of activities and plenary sessions. We officially welcome you to School Health Personnel Convergence 2025 with the theme Synergy in School Health, Strengthening Healthy Learning Institutions through Multidisciplinary Collaboration. To begin, let us all stand for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by our opening prayer.
Please remain standing also for the singing of the regional hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, hanap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay.
Pangiligang, duyan ka ng mag-ibig.
Sa manlulupi, di ka pasisipil.
Sa dagat ang tulong, sa simoy at sa langit mong lugaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal.
Ang islang ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidingding.
Ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdidingin.
Mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
O God, the creator of the heavens and the universe, you are worthy of our praises. In you alone we pray and submit ourselves, for we are nothing without you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness and mercy. Dear Lord, we gather here today with the intent of doing good in thy name. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insight, understanding, wisdom, and respect for all. May our deep faith in you give us strength to act honestly and well in all matters before us. Amen.
Thank you very much. You're now entitled to your seats. At this juncture, may we call on the officer in charge Regional Director of DepEd Region 6, Dr. Cristino A. Eco, CESO 3, for his welcome message.
A round of applause, please.
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon. Indeed, napakaganda ng hapon natin. But before I start my welcome message, of course, I would like to acknowledge my home region, Region 8. Ayun. Pasensya na kayo ha. Gusto ko talaga i-welcome sila personally. Of course, all of you. So I'm from Region 8 and of course, from Region 8, I also work in Bicol. May hear our participant from Region 5. Ayan, nandito sila sa front. And from Bicol, I was also assigned in Region 7. Nasaan po ang ato mga kauban sa Region 7? Sa dulo pala sila. And from Region 7, I also work in NCR. Ang ating mga kasama sa NCR, ayan, welcome. And of course, as the OICRD of Region 6, the host of this year's convergence of health personnel of our department, finally, ASIC, you're in the City of Love in Region 6. Ayan. Distinguished officials from DepEd Central Office, of course, our ever dynamic and supportive Assistant Secretary for Operations, the Honorable Georgina Anyang. With her, Director 4 of the Bureau of Learner Support Services Division, Director Miguel Angelo Mantaring. 10 ng mga kasama natin from Central Office, palakpakan po natin. Yan. Full force din sila. Of course, the host City Mayor, the Honorable Raisa Marie Lourdes Trinas Chu, represented by the Honorable Rudolph Jeffrey Ganzon. Sir, the Chairperson, Committee on Education, and Vice Chair, Committee on Health. Our regional and division health leaders are here, our dedicated doctors, dentists, nurses, nutritionists, and mental health advocates from across the country. Our regional team, of course, our chief of the ESSD, Leo Barido, 10 ng aming mga kasamahan. And of course, katuwang natin sa ating pag-host ngayon, ang Division Office of Iloilo Province. Ayan. Thank you very much. May I also greet you, maayong hapon sa inyo tanan, and welcome to the Western Visayas, the stronger home of the champions. As the host of the 2025 National Convergence of School Health Personnel, DepEd Region 6 stands honored to open our doors, our hearts, and our commitment to this national mission of protecting the health and well-being of our Filipino learner. The nation's learners, a health portrait we must strengthen. Today's convergence is not just a gathering. It is a call to action shaped by the realities our learners face. First, 1 in every 3 Filipino learners continues to experience nutrition-related challenges, whether undernutrition or overweight, conditions that directly impact readiness to learn, immunity, and long-term wellness. Second, dental caries remains one of the most common health conditions among school-aged children, with more than 80% affected nationwide, affecting concentration, attendance, and self-esteem. Third, vision and hearing concerns continue to be underreported, leaving many learners quietly struggling in classrooms. And lastly, in the recent years, mental health concerns among children and adolescents have shown steady increase, with stress, anxiety, and socio-emotional difficulties becoming more visible in our schools. These realities remind us of a profound truth. A healthy learner is the strongest foundation of quality education. No amount of curriculum innovation or learning technology can replace the importance of a safe body, nourished mind, and a supported emotional world. You, our health personnel, are the unsung guardians. Every data point represents a child whose life you have the power to uplift. A child who stays in school because a nurse intervened. A child sees the board clearly because someone checked their vision. A child who survives a crisis because a guidance worker listened. A child who learns with joy because of a feeding program filled with the gaps at home. You're not merely implementing programs. You're shaping the nation's future through care, compassion, and competence. Convergence, our strategy for a healthier generation. Sabi pa nga nila, ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay may stiff neck. This convergence is a platform for us to look back, check. Nasaan na nga ba tayo in terms of school health? And I think, ngayon siguro ang tamang panahon na tapik naman ng shoulder ng katabi mo. Sabihin natin, mabuhay ka at maswerte ka, buhay ka pa. Right? Okay. Sa kabila naman, magbago ka na sa mga ginagawa mo. Bakit kailangan natin sabihin yan sa katabi? As a government employee, we have our mission. And we cannot afford that we slip that opportunity in our hands to help our children. Hindi po pwedeng sa ngayon, ulit-ulitin natin ang mga bagay na ginagawa natin na wala namang nababago. It's high time during this convergence to really also reflect. Ano yung kailangan natin baguhin? So we're able to provide our learners the best health services. As I said a while ago, the basic foundation of quality education is, of course, healthy learners. Okay? So, this gathering is a proof that we cannot address learner health through isolated efforts. We have to sit down. We have to talk. We have to discuss. Convergence is not just the theme, it is the strategy. Here in Western Visayas, we proudly demonstrate what coordinated action can achieve. Strengthened nutrition programs that significantly improve the well-being of thousands of learners ensured safety and sanitation systems that kept schools disaster ready, expanded mental health support and psychological first aid efforts, and lastly, consistent collaboration with LGUs, DOH, DSWD, and partner agencies to widen the reach of health services. But the mission, my dear friends, is far from finished. Today, we gather to listen, learn, and lead together. And a vision forward as we welcome you to DepEd Region 6. May this convergence inspire us to push further to build schools where no child is left hungry, no child suffers silently, no child is forced to choose between learning and well-being. Every learner feels valued, supported, protected, and healthy. Let us commit to ensuring that the Filipino learner is not only academically competent, but also physically strong, mentally resilient, emotionally secure, and real champions in their lives. Once again, welcome to the stronger home of the champions. Learners first. Magandang hapon.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, RD Echo, for your warm welcome and for your message of wisdom, motivation, and inspiration to all of us.
Thank you, sir. Indeed, the support of local government unit is very visible in Iloilo City. To welcome us all, may we call on the City Mayor of Iloilo City, Honorable Raisa Trenias, to be represented by Honorable Rudolph Jeffrey Ganzon, Chairman of Education and Chairman Committee on Health, Councilor of Iloilo City. A round of applause, please.
First of all, to everyone present here this afternoon, akong gikamo ginatamyaw sang maayong hapon, kag welcome to Iloilo City. On behalf of Mayor Raisa Trenias and the Iloilo City government, it is my honor to warmly welcome all our dedicated school health personnel, officials from the Department of Education, partners, and advocates in learner well-being to the School Health Personnel Convergence 2025. Here with us, our Regional Director, RD Cristito Eco, Honorable Georgina Anyang, Dr. Miguel Angelo Mantarin, my seatmates there, SSD Chief Leo Barido and Chief Nestor Pingil. And to everyone here, isa ka maniswagon na hapon again sa inyo tanan. Nalipay gid kami nga ang Iloilo City ang inyo napilian nga host for this year's gathering. As the Philippines' first and only UNESCO creative city of gastronomy, Iloilo has long embraced the values of creativity, heritage, tradition, and community. These same values guide our work in building a city where every Ilonggo, especially our learners, can grow healthy, safe, and empowered. This convergence beautifully aligns with Mayor Trenias' vision of resilient and compassionate community, where public institutions work hand in hand to uphold the welfare of our youth. Diri sa syudad sang Iloilo, we continue to strengthen programs on learner health, mental wellness, nutrition, and safe school communities. Our partnership with DepEd remains steadfast because we believe that when learners are healthy, they are more capable of achieving their dreams. And when teachers are supported, the entire education system thrives. As you begin this week-long convergence, we hope you find Iloilo City not only a venue but a home, one that embraces your mission and celebrates your advocacy. Mayor Treñas couldn't come today, and I'm so lucky and so many scheduled for today. Ako po yung napilian nila, ipadala po dito. I didn't know that at 2 o'clock we will have this much people here, and I didn't know it's a national thing. Marami po kami pinupuntahan ngayong araw, and ako yung pinakamalapit. No, I'm also chairman on education and vice chairman on health. So it's a great privilege also to welcome everyone to the City of Love, and also imbitahan ko na rin kayo umikot sa Iloilo bilang chairman po ng tourism. Proud po ako na nandito po after a long time coming from our pandemic. Ngayon po nakabalik po tayo, and hopefully Iloilo will start again this convergence and annual gathering that will be memorable to everyone. Sa liwat, on behalf of Mayor Raisa Treñas, welcome to Iloilo City. May this gathering inspire stronger alliances, renewed passion, and innovative approaches that place the well-being of every learner at the heart of education. Thank you, everyone. Let's give God the glory always.
Thank you very much, Councilor Ganzon, for gracing our event today on behalf of Mayor Treñas of Iloilo City. Both your presence and your message are highly appreciated. Moving forward to deliver her message of support, let us welcome Assistant Secretary for Operations, the Honorable Georgina Ann Yang. Let's give her a round of applause.
Magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Naimbaga malem, mayong hapon, marhay na hapon sa Indogabos. Assalamualaikum sa lahat ng ating mga members ng School Health family all over the country. And of course, thank you very much kay RD Echo for this wonderful hosting. No, talagang siya po ang nag-welcome sa atin with open arms. Thank you, RD Tito. Hindi ko alam, joker din po pala kayo. And of course, to your team, no, the SDS, ESSD Chief, maraming salamat po. And I would like to also especially greet our medical officers, dentists, nurses, registered dietitian, and nutritionists. During the short breakout session this morning, I was fortunate to hear the breakout session for the nurses. And our president told us that it's really a call of service. That's why you're here. You've said it perfectly that there may be greener pastures elsewhere outside the department, perhaps even outside of the country. But you chose to serve our Filipino children for today so that we will have a better future. So maraming salamat po sa bawat isa sa inyong nandito ngayon. Palakpakan po ninyo ang inyong mga sarili for choosing to serve our Filipino learners in DepEd. And of course, our city government of Iloilo City, led by Mayor Raisa Treñas, represented by Honorable Rudolph Jeffrey Ganzon. Before DepEd, I used to be Executive Director of Galing Pook Foundation, and Iloilo City is a multi-awarded local government unit of the Galing Pook Awards, awarded by no less than the President And your last award is something related to health. It's actually iBike. This is a bike-friendly city. This is a walking city. You walk around the esplanade. Ma-address po natin yung mga problema sa non-communicable diseases dito sa Iloilo City. Iloilo City is leading that active and healthy lifestyle, and I think it's not a coincidence that we are holding the national convergence here in Iloilo City, because indeed we have a lot to learn from their best practices in terms of promoting healthy and active lifestyle. So sana hindi tayo maghapon na nandito sa loob, ma-enjoy naman natin, no? Yung outdoor and yung esplanade and yung mga, kung may mga mahilig mag-bike sa inyo. And yun yung reason, nandito tayo to learn from each other's best practices so that we can bring it back home to our regions, divisions, and schools. And we gather because we recognize the vital role played by our school health personnel, our school doctors, dentists, nurses, and nutritionist dietitians who serve as the front line of care within our schools and who also act as our school-based feeding program coordinators. Sino po kayo? Palakpakan ng inyong mga sarili. Wash in Schools program coordinators, Adolescent Reproductive Health program coordinators, Medical, Dental, and Nursing Services coordinators, and National Drug Education Program and Comprehensive Tobacco Control coordinators. Paulit-ulit po kayong pumalakpak, ibig sabihin, kayo po lahat yun. Di ba, magtatanong ako, may item ba sa ganito? Add-on function, add-on function. No, the many hats that you wear is really something laudable, but also, I think we want to maximize this gathering now to kind of pivot and shift. Is it really many hats? Or maybe we take a different perspective. We take a different perspective. Instead of looking at our work from the perspective of the different hats or the perspective of the different programs that we are implementing, we look at our work from the perspective of the learners whom we are serving. And when we look at the work from the perspective of the learners whom we are serving, it's really one goal. No matter how many focal hats you wear, at the end of the day, it's really ensuring the health and well-being of our learners so that they will stay in school, so that they will be literate and numerate, so that they will graduate and become employable, and eventually live the life that they wish to have. So nandito tayo para suportahan ang bawat batang Pilipino na tuparin ang kanilang mga pangarap. At nagsisimula yon sa pagsisigurado na sila ay malusog, sila ay masigla, at sila ay kasama natin palagi sa eskwelahan. So your presence here is really core to our work in the Department of Education. It underscores our department's commitment to prioritizing sustained health initiatives, which enables our learners and school personnel to focus fully on their educational and professional responsibilities. This convergence serves as a strategic platform for capacity development and knowledge sharing among school health personnel, touching on a comprehensive coverage of interdisciplinary topics in school health, best practices, challenges, and ways forward on the Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd Healthy Learning Institution Program, discussion on Quality Basic Education Development Plan delivered by ASEC Dexter Galban this morning, collaborating with learners, parents, and the self in ensuring a holistic approach towards a healthy learning and behavior. So bukas marami pa tayong mga inputs tungkol sa mga topics na to, including special plenary sessions on emerging diseases, oral health, and healthy food and beverages in our schools, as well as the National Vision Screening Program training of trainers. This is very important, especially for our ARAL program. Oftentimes, we have learners who have difficulty reading, without realizing that actually malabo yung mata nila. O kaya kung minsan mahina yung pandinig. So really the root causes of our challenges when it comes to addressing literacy in our schools begins with our medical, dental, nutrition services, and our holistic learner support program. So by bringing together various disciplines with unique mandates and challenges, we ensure that you will have sufficient time for focused technical sessions and in-depth discussions, workshops towards building a conducive and healthy learning environment for our learners and our school personnel. I think we're also here to celebrate our wins, celebrate our gains from the past years, and perhaps shift our perspective. I've shared earlier that shift of from program focused to learner focused, and really living out what is our theme. So it's not a tagline, it's not a slogan, but it's something that we will really strive towards together, towards that multidisciplinary and even cross-sector collaboration to realize President Bongbong Marcos' education agenda that is focused on empowering every Filipino learner to realize their goals through quality education. And this initiative is directly aligned with the department's 5-point agenda under the able and strong leadership of Secretary Sonny Angara, specifically on the organizational thrust towards building a healthy learning environment. And through this event, we expect our school health personnel to promote accountability and align regional practices with national school health goals. But perhaps I'll also do the opposite of how national can also align with the regional, division, and school realities. So I think it's really an opportunity for us to see eye to eye. Not to meet halfway, but to meet the learners where they are. And so we want to use the coming days to understand where our learners are in terms of all the challenges that they are experiencing. And so I think my call is for each of us to put the learners front and center of our work, literally and figuratively, to really ask ourselves, who are they? What are their names? How do they look like? What are their challenges that they face every day? And how could we better support them? And when we talk, for example, of mental health challenges, teenage pregnancy, wasting, hunger and malnutrition, substance abuse, bullying and violence, rise in non-communicable diseases, we look at it as if these are separate things that need to be addressed, that these are separate inputs that need to be delivered. But ultimately, these are individuals that may be one and the same. Yung batang nagugutom, yung batang pumasok sa paaralan na hindi nakapag-agahan, maaaring nakakaranas din ng pang-aabuso, maaaring nakakaranas ng mental health challenges, at maaaring sila din yung may mga risky behavior na tinatawag. And so I think our shift is to see adaptive challenges that cannot be solved by technical solutions. It's really, I think, only in having a systems thinking approach that we will be able to address the real problems. I think as medical practitioners, the challenge is for us not just to treat the symptoms, but to look at the root causes. In fact, sometimes to look for the root causes. Minsan sinusolve na natin yung problema, hindi pa natin alam yung root cause. May tendency to treat certain symptoms, we're not even sure if that's the root cause. And so I think we want to really dig deeper, understand what the root causes are, so that we can collectively address the problems that our learners are facing. And here we really see that this is beyond multidisciplinarity, this is cross-sector. We involve the parents, the communities, the local government units, the non-government organizations, and the private sector. Huwag natin solohin ang mga problema. Isama natin sa pagbuo ng solusyon ang mga pinaka-apektado sa problema. At malalaman natin at magagawa natin ito sa pamamagitan ng patuloy na pagtatanong. Hindi dahil may nakahanda tayong mga sagot, kundi dahil talagang gusto nating maunawaan kung ano talaga yung mga problemang dapat nating tugunan. So I think as we look forward to the coming year, we face ourselves with both a blessing and a challenge. No, we are very thankful for the trust and confidence that the Senate leadership gave to Secretary Sani Angara and the entire DepEd team for the highest education budget ever in Philippine history. 1.044 trillion in total. At ito po, it's a vote of confidence in our leadership, in the administration, but also a vote of confidence in each and every person in this room. It's really your collective work, so palakpakan din po ninyo ang inyong mga sarili. So, nandito tayo, pinagkakatiwalaan tayo ng national government, ng ating mga legislators, dahil sa ating leadership kay Sec Sani at sa lahat sa inyo, dito rin po sa BLSS, record high budget. We have, in the Senate version, more than 34 billion pesos total for BLSS. No? So, majority of this, 20 plus billion is school-based feeding program, but even learner support, we will have budget capital outlay to build school clinics, to purchase medical, dental equipment, including beds and dental chairs. Sa school-based feeding, makakasama natin si ASEC Roger Masapol bukas at ibabalita niya yung mga magagandang balita. Magkakaroon ng mga community kitchens, mobile kitchens, at additional wash in schools. No? So, partner po kami ni ASEC Roger dito sa learner support, kasama ni Director Migo, led by Yusek Malcolm Garma, and of course, yung ating ever-supportive secretary, who really will not give anything less than what our learners truly deserve. And so I think I would like to urge our participants to fully utilize the next few days, this dynamic platform, collaborate, address challenges, and develop innovative solutions to improve school healthcare services and programs. May each of you embrace the exposure to innovative approaches that foster adaptability in response to the changing needs and serve as inspiration for implementing creative solutions in school health services. Let the spirit of synergy transform each of our efforts, reinforcing the connection between health and education, ensuring every member of the school community receives the care they need to support academically and in their personal success. Muli, maraming salamat sa bawat isa sa inyo na pinipili araw-araw na patuloy na magsilbi sa ating bayan, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga learners dito sa DepEd. Maraming salamat po at magandang araw sa ating lahat.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much once again, ASEC Yang, for reminding us all that the core of our service is really our learners. Thank you for your continuous support to all our health and nutrition programs, as well as to our health personnel heroes. At this point, may I present to you an intermission number coming from the Dinagyang Tribo sa Lugnon. Let's give them a resounding applause.
Thank you very much, the talented performers of Tribo Salugnon. From one hero to another who has been championing the education sector, not just for the learners, but also for the teaching and non-teaching personnel. Let us watch the message of the Secretary of the Department of Education, Secretary Sunny Angara. Let's all watch this.
A round of applause, everyone. Thank you very much, Secretary Sonny. We truly appreciate your dedication and commitment spearheading the education sector. Let us now proceed to the ribbon-cutting ceremony to officially open the exhibit located at the Ngayong Hall at the ground floor. May we invite our VIPs, Asakyang, Director Migo, RD Echo, Sir Leo, Dr. Nestor Paul Pingel, CID Chief, SDO Iloilo, and Councilor Ganzon, together with Doc Beth, Ma'am Len, Doc Cynthia, and Ma'am Girly, and of course, our School Health and Nutrition Personnel Association of the Philippines officers and School Health Division personnel to lead us with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Again, may we invite our VIPs, Doc Asakyang, Director Migo, RD Echo, Sir Leo, together with Dr. Pingil, Councilor Ganzon, with Doc Beth, Ma'am Len, Doc Cynthia, and Ma'am Girly. And again, together with our School Health and Nutrition Personnel Association of the Philippines officers and School Health Division personnel to lead us with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. And of course, we are also inviting everyone to please focus your attention on our LED screen here to watch the live feed of our ribbon cutting. this is to respectfully request everyone to please remain seated because our program is not yet over. Again, this is to respectfully request everyone to please remain seated because our program is not yet over. Thank you very much.
At this juncture, we will proceed with a photo opportunity. Inaanyayahan na po ang lahat ng VIPs to prepare for the photo opportunity.
And this is to inform everyone that we will be having a one-round shot. So we will be making necessary adjustments later on. Thank you very much.
May we invite everyone to stand for our one proud shot.
We are requesting everyone to please make the necessary adjustments. Pwede po tayong mag-compress so that we could capture everyone. Thank you very much.
And kindly wait for our cue, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Kindly find your places. Make sure that you will be captured at the cue of 3, 2, 1, smile.
There you have it. Let's have another shot. In 3, 2, 1, smile. And at this point, we will be having the OK sa DepEd sign. Left hand, ladies and gentlemen. On our cue, 3, 2, 1, OK sa DepEd. And at this point, let's have the champion sign of the host region. Okay, champion. Right hand po. In 3, 2, 1, champion. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, these photos captured. Sila ay magsisilbing souvenir that we are once gathered for this momentous activity.
As we wrap up, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for being here and your participation is very much appreciated. This program will be followed by the kapihan session with our DepEd officials and elected officers of the School Health and Nutrition Personnel Association of the Philippines.
While others may visit the exhibit booth composed of different partner agencies and SBFP suppliers, please be reminded that there will be a technical run after dinner and to be attended by 2 awardees, representatives, and their usherates per region. Please also remain updated to the latest announcements at the group chat with the regional representatives. Thank you, and let's all enjoy our stay. This has been Mariel Tere.
And I'm Julieto Montenegro from SDO Iloilo. And this is School Health Personnel Convergence 2025.